Hello and welcome. This is a video presentation to Astrophotography CAD. My name is Chris Kristanovic, and I'm a founder and Chief Technology Officer of NovaLab Observatory. Astrophotography CAD is a first-of-a-kind Windows application that allows users to fully analyze and enhance their existing astro-imaging systems and choose and accurately predict performance of new components in their system. Components such as cameras, optical tubes, focal reducers, and filters, as well as to design or compose a new system from ground up. It also helps users to optimize their imaging parameters for the ultimate imaging performance. It does all this by virtue of complex and comprehensive numerical simulation over full 350 to 1000 nanometer spectral range, while fully taking into account sky conditions, calculated extinction, and target parameters. So, looking at the app, it has all relevant input parameters located along the edges, segregated in logical groups. Users can specify the site sky conditions, target selection, and exposure parameters. There is a large library of currently 49 filters, think over 80 telescopes and 108 or something like that cameras and imagers. The results are presented in a graphical form or are tabulated, allowing parameter sorting and comparison in order to reach the best decision. So, looking at some of the results, I guess the page I would start with is the system parameters, where you can see the limiting performance of your system based on the filter in use. You can sort this to find out which is the best filter or the worst filter. In this particular case, it would be this one. You can see the relevant system parameters that would help you choose how to proceed with optimizing your system. The limiting magnitude results page shows you what limiting magnitude you can reach with the currently set parameters for a particular total exposure and for particular sub duration. You can of course change that to optimize your system. Signal to noise ratio to magnitude page basically tells you what signal to noise ratio to expect for a particular magnitude object. Of course, you can also use this to try to determine which is your optimal sub-duration. Sub-Explorer shows you the expected signal to noise ratio for a particular target, as defined up here, and also the limiting magnitude and the saturation magnitude for different sub-durations. You can use this to determine which is your best sub-duration. I usually just turn the log off and it becomes very evident where to do this. There are other parameters that you can see, such as photometric accuracy, well usage, etc., etc. Sampling page helps you determine the best binning ratios and the best focal reducers for your current system. So in this particular case, it will be binning of 4x, and you can determine, which focal reducer to use to optimize your field of view. System response basically shows you what is coming through your telescope and hitting your imager. So you can see the star spectrum, basically, your optics transmission curve, combined optics transmission curve, your filter, your CCD, your extinction parameters, which vary with elevation, etc., your system quantum efficiency overall, your target throughput, in other words, what gets down to your chip, your sky flux, and sky throughput. Filter evaluation page will help you determine the filter multipliers for the equivalent signal to noise ratio or light grasp or system gain. and also parameters such as exposure quality index or filter attenuation. So you can find out how much particular filter will attenuate this target. Imagers page is very useful. It helps you basically compare different chips and different cameras to find out which one will perform the best in your system. Sorting is obviously supported, so you can sort them up and see that in this particular case, you're probably not doing too good down here with these conditions, but things do change as you change the parameters. So this is important to take a look at this and figure out what is it that you really need out of the system. OTA page, very similar to the imager page, except it compares all the OTAs that are in your system. And you can sort them out also for different parameters to find out exactly what will suit your needs the best. I should mention that the application auto updates itself on start, so new features and products are constantly added. Astrophotography CAD is invaluable aid designed specifically for astrophotographers, both casual and serious. It is inexpensive and unique in that it completely analyzes your system in great detail and will provide you with accurate predictions on what is possible and how to get there. We have a much more in-depth tutorial regarding the use along with some use cases. You can also download a trial version from our website. On behalf of all the people here at NovaLab, I would like to thank you for your time and attention. Feel free to contact us with your questions. Thank you and clear skies.